Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles. I want to welcome you guys to the conversation. So the question is Kawhi Leonard proven right now that he is the best basketball player on planet Earth? That's what I want to talk about in this video today. I know I got a lot of energy, but you guys watching this video, I got to get you guys engaged and get my energy up. So, the NBA season is on and, the energy got to be there. So let's get into it. Let's get straight into it. So as you guys know, right now, the Clippers are doing pretty good. They're the third team in the Western Conference right now. They currently have a record of 31-14. They just had a loss to the Atlanta Hawks, but prior to that, they've been coming off a really good run. They had won 4 games in a row where Kawhi had pretty much scored over 30 points 5 games in a row. One of them was in a loss, but other than that, the other 4 were in wins. So if you look at their overall record in the last 10 games, the Clippers have won 7 out of their last 10 games. So they've been doing pretty well. In a game that they lost to the Atlanta Hawks, Kawhi didn't play that game because of a chronic injury that he's having with his knee. And actually, I want to thank the viewer, excuse me if I don't remember your name, just leave a comment in the comment section below, who explained to me in detail exactly why Kawhi Leonard is actually load managing is because of an injury that he has to his knee. And this person, just forgive me because I forgot your name, explained it to me really eloquently, really educated me. So I know the reason why. He explained to me why Kawhi Leonard does not play. And he's not playing because he's lazy or he doesn't want to play basketball. It's actually that he's nursing an injury that has to do with, impact on his knees, and actually something that you develop through jumping a lot, according to what one of our viewers said. So thank you for that. It was really informative, and I was able to walk away with some good knowledge. So that's the reason he's not playing back-to-backs, because I think they want to manage his health as the season progresses to make sure that when the playoff time comes, he's in tip-top shape or at least good enough to go. Now, granted, when the playoffs rolls around, no one is ever 100% healthy. And if you are 100% healthy, by the time as you're going through the rounds, players are getting injured. And I've seen over a amount of years where players in the finals have always said, everybody's injured. We're just playing through it. Last NBA Finals, Kyle Lowry had like a cast on his hand or something like that, but he was still playing. So everyone is injured. So, but just to, end that point, that's the reason why he's not been playing these games. So that's where the Clippers stand thus far. Now, if we look at Kawhi Leonard this season, he's averaging 27.1 points a game, 7.4 rebounds, and 5 assists. Now, all of these numbers are career highs, especially the scoring and the assists. The assists, the playmaking is amazing. Now, if you look at his minutes per game, he's actually playing 2 less minutes a game than he was in with the Toronto Raptors in Canada. But what's interesting, he's actually scoring more points because last season with the Toronto Raptors, he scored 26.6 points a game, shot 49.6% from the field. Now, granted, he only played 60 games, so he missed 22 games last season. He shot 37.1% from the three-point line, and he shot 85% from the free throw line. He also got you 7.3 rebounds, and he got you 3.3 assists. However, all of his numbers are up, but his minutes are down, yet his attempts are up because he's actually averaging 2 more attempts per game from the field. And that's the reason why probably he's shooting this season 46.6% from the floor. So virtually he's shooting 47% from the floor. He's shooting 35% from the three-point line. Now, the reason is he's attempting a little bit more threes this season. Last season, he attempted 5 3-pointers a game. This season, he's attempting 5.4 3-pointers a game, and he's making 1.9. So essentially, that's exactly the same amount of 3-pointers he was making last season, 1.9, attempting 5 3-pointers a game. And that's the reason why his 3-point percentages are down just a tick. And as I said, this season he's averaging 88% from the free throw line. So his free throw shooting is stellar as usual. And he recently closed out a really close game with his free throw shooting against the Dallas Mavericks. And he just went up there, and just was clutch at the free throw line and would just, put that game away and gave them the distance that they needed. Now, granted, his turnovers are up a bit. Last season, he averaged 2 turnovers a game. This season, he's averaging 3.2 turnovers a game. And this makes sense. For those of you watching saying, well, that's a lot, those are a lot of turnovers. Well, obviously, if you're handling the ball more and you're playmaking more, the chances of you losing the ball go up. by your usage rate. If you're using the ball more, then obviously there's a higher chance that you're gonna, be using get it stripped from you. So, or just make bad passes or whatever it is. Nevertheless, his playmaking is top notch this season, and he's averaging close to 2 more assists per game. So he's been doing a pretty good job of getting his teammates involved throughout the season. But the question is though, is Kawhi Leonard proving that he is truly the best player in the world? And that's really what I want to address in this video. And I'm not going to talk for 25 minutes or so. I'm just going to be pretty straight to the point. In my opinion, he is, and I'll tell you why. The first reason is, with everything that's happened with the Clippers this season, granted, Kawhi has only played 34 games this season. I think he's missed about 6 or 7 games. I'm not sure. If you guys watching this video know the number, please leave it in the comment section below, because I'm not sure how many games he's missed. But what I've seen from him in the last week is that he's been able to take his game to another level that I did not know. Remember, he was able to score 43 points in less than half an hour, in less than 3 quarters, which is something I'd never seen him do. I didn't know he had that in his game, to be able to score that many points in that amount of minutes. I'd never seen that before. And it made me think that, what was the difference? I think it was a mindset shift. When he went up against the Dallas Mavericks and the young phenom, the sophomore, if there was a sophomore player of the year award, it would definitely go to Luka Doncic. This dude was able to match him with 36 points. And Kawhi Leonard's scoring outbursts are becoming much more regular. And it has to do with his aggression. This guy somehow seems to be taking his level of aggressiveness up. Now, granted, it's fair to say that Paul George is out, so obviously he has more of a scoring, role. But the Clippers are one of the top 5 scoring teams in the entire NBA. So it's not like as if he doesn't score a lot, the team is not going to be able to put up points, put points on the board. But nevertheless, he's a driving force behind that offense, and he's the closer on the team. Another thing that makes me think that if this dude took it to another level, it'll be a wrap, at least for the Western Conference, is this. The Lakers have been putting the pedal to the metal, and these guys have been hauling ass all season. And if you look at their record, they're currently 35-9. They're leading. I think they probably have the best record in the league. Undoubtedly, they have the best record in the Western Conference, and they're they've won 8 out of their last 10 games. So they're doing really well, and they're really, they have 4 less losses on their record, and the Utah Jazz have 4 losses behind them. So they have a pretty good cushion with their record, and most likely they're going to probably, unless something unforeseen happens, they're going to secure the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, undoubtedly. So, but with all that being said, and all of the load managing that's happened with the Clippers, they're still in the top 4. They're still one of the top 4 seeds in the Western Conference. I mean, with all of the things that's happened, with all of the chemistry issues that a lot of people have been pointing out, including me, with all of the issues of maybe them not having enough size, they still somehow managed to be in the top 4, still be a top 4 Western Conference seed, which is quite surprising, because a lot of other teams out there are really trying to be and have a good record going into the playoffs, because everyone wants home court advantage. Now, let me just say this. Any great championship team should be able to take their game on the road, and you have to win road games anyway. Number one, if you don't have the higher seed and you're playing against another seed and you want to be a championship team, you need to win road games. And many championship teams, like the San Antonio Spurs, have done that numerous of occasions. So that's the first thing. Them having a number 1 seed has no impact on them winning the NBA title, in my opinion. What I think they need to do is just have a good seed overall, so they don't have to go through as many tough teams in the playoffs, starting off the rounds. But if you were talking about being in the Western Conference Finals and they're starting in Staples or wherever, and they're starting on the road, you think that's going to be the reason that they lost this year, because they couldn't go and win games on the road? Are you kidding me? With these type of players that they have on their roster, with that type of coaching staff that they have, I don't think that'll be the reason that they lose. But if you ask me, If Kawhi Leonard continues playing like this, and has been playing like this, I think is without a shout of a doubt that Kawhi Leonard is proving to, right now, he is proving that he is the best player in basketball. That is my opinion. That is what I think. And I think he's beginning to show flashes that he is getting ready. He's gearing up. By the time the playoffs come, I guarantee you, this boy is going to be killing. If his health is there and everyone is healthy and all things remain the same, Kawhi Leonard is going, at the end of the season, we're going to be saying it again, he's the best player in the world. So that's my opinion. But what I want to know from you guys is, do you think that Kawhi Leonard has proven that he is truly the best player in the world? Or do you think it's someone else and I need to just pump my brakes? Maybe it's Giannis, maybe you think it's LeBron, maybe you think it's some other player that I'm not mentioning. Whoever you think it is, and whatever you think it is, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Once again, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to be notified when all of our newest and hottest content comes out. Once again, this is Charles here from DreamersPro. Wishing you guys an amazing day. Peace.